Hi Year 2 and welcome to Wednesday's maths lesson where today we will be interpreting our pictograms. So who knocked the most pins down in game 1? We need to make sure we look at the pictogram for game 1. So that's this one over here. And who knocked down the most? That's right. So who knocked down the most amount of pins in game 1? For that we need to make sure we look at game 1. Who knocked down the most? That's right, Eva and Ron. They both knocked down 30 pins each. Notice how each pin in the picture is 10. So if we've got 3 pins next to Eva, that means she scored 10, 20, 30 pins that she knocked down. Who knocked down the most pins overall? So in both games. Pause the video there if you want to. Count up who scored the most over both of the games. It was in fact Eva. So she scored 30 in game 1, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 pins over the 2 games. She knocked down the most. And who improved the most in game 2? To work out who improved the most, you need to work out how much more each person got in game 2 than they did in game 1. So for example, Annie got 2 in game 1, but she got 20, because each pin shows us 10. She got 20, but in game 2 she got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So for Annie, she got 60 pins in game 2. And in the first game, she got 20. So to find out the difference, or how much she's improved, we need to take away the 20 from the 60. 60, take away 20, gives us 40. So there you go, Annie got 40. So if you want to, you can pause the video there, work out Eva, Ron's and Mo's differences, and work out who improved the most. It was actually both Annie and Eva who knocked down 40 pins more in the second game, so improved the most. So we're now looking at a pictogram of how many chickens somebody's seen. I don't know about you, but I don't see many chickens, but apparently this person has seen quite a few. So how many chickens were seen on Wednesday? Now we've got 3 pictures of chickens there, but have a look at that key. Each chicken shows us actually 10 chickens were seen. So we're going to multiply each chicken that we can see in the pictogram by 10. That basically means, remember, 3 groups of 10, 3 chickens, but actually each one shows 10, so we're multiplying them together. So we in fact saw 30 chickens, not 3. How many chickens were seen on Thursday? Now let's work it out again the same way. We can see 2 here, so we're going to multiply 2 by 10, and that gives us the answer 20 chickens. How many more chickens were seen on Wednesday than on Tuesday? So we need to know that on Wednesday there were 30, and on Tuesday there were 10 chickens seen. So this girl is starting with the biggest amount on Wednesday, taking away the smallest amount on Tuesday. So 30 take away 10, and she finds that they saw 20 more chickens on Wednesday than on Tuesday. Now this other girl is going to work out the chickens by having a look at the pictogram to compare. So she has drawn a line where Tuesday's amount of chickens ends, down onto Wednesday, so she can see how many more there were on Wednesday than Tuesday. So there you go. The 2 chickens spinning show us the amount more on Wednesday, and 2 chickens must mean that there are 20 more chickens on Wednesday. Now we're looking at the amount of goals that some children have scored. So have a look, what do you notice? Remember to look at the key. Now, Rosie says, I scored 3. That's the most goals. Now, we can look here and we can see that, yes, Maisie did score the most. Hers goes out further than anybody else's. But what is wrong about what Rosie said? She scored 3 goals. But we've looked at the key and we know that 1 ball actually equals 2 goals. So let's count up in twos. We've got 2, 4, 6 goals. So Rosie actually scored 6. So she's wrong. She didn't score 3. She in fact scored 6. Now this girl says Mo scored 4 goals. Let's have a look. 2, 4. That's right. Mo scored 4 goals. This girl says Mo scored 1 more goal than Whitney. So we need to make sure we're looking at Mo and Whitney here. Let's draw a line from Whitney's ball up to Mo's line. So we can see that actually there is 1 more ball on Mo's line than Whitney. But remember, that key tells us that 1 ball equals 2 goals. So although it's one picture of 1 football, Mo actually scored 2 more goals than Whitney. And this boy here says 16 goals were scored all together. I know this because there are 8 footballs and each football is worth 2 goals. Let's check it out. Let's count up in twos all of our footballs. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Well done to this boy, he's correct. There were 16 goals. Right, now we're looking at some balloons. Rosie and Teddy had different amounts of balloons. So the key is actually a picture of a balloon. Now, the colour of the balloon doesn't matter. Whether it's red, whether it's green, each balloon shows us 5 balloons. So, for example, on Rosie's red, she has 5 10 balloons. But my first question for you is, how many red balloons are there all together? So you need to look at Rosie's red balloons and Teddy's red balloons. How many are there all together? Can you work it out? If there's 3 red balloons and each red balloon equals 5, that's 5, 10, 15 red balloons. There we go. How many more balloons does Rosie have than Teddy? So now you need to look at Rosie's balloons and then Teddy's balloons. Rosie has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Whereas Teddy has 5, 10. So in order to find out the difference, we can take the bigger one, because Rosie's got more, so we can take Rosie's amount of balloons, subtract or take away Teddy's amount, and the answer will tell us how many more balloons Rosie has than Teddy. What is 25 take away 10? That's right, it is 15 balloons. And now, what is the difference in the number of balloons between Teddy's red and Teddy's green balloons? Teddy's got 10 red balloons and he's got 10 green balloons. What's 10 take away 10? It is 0. Well done. So that is the end of the teaching part, but now it's your turn to have a go at the questions on your worksheet. So have a go at interpreting, getting all the information out of those pictograms that you can. Good luck, everyone.